Welcome to week 1. I wanted to give you a brief verbal introduction to micro projects 1 and 2. But before we talk about the micro projects 1 and 2, I want to talk a little bit about projects 1 and 2 because the micro projects are the prerequisite for working on the projects. So let's go into the week 1 introduction and take a look at some examples from students in past classes who have worked on Project 1. Project 1, you're going to be creating illustrations, sometimes they're called icons, that you're going to place into a restaurant menu layout. And I'd like you to come up with between 3 and 5 of these illustrations. It's possible that you might want to do more or need more depending on your concept, but 3 is the absolute minimum. And there's quite a few examples here that you can scroll through and take a look at. Alright, so these are all based on different menu concepts. So these icons are for a breakfast menu. These are for more of a American style type restaurant, more of a cafe. Alright. So there's quite a few different examples here, different styles that students have. We'll talk more about Project 1 next week, but I want you to start thinking about what types of icons you'd like to work on or what types of illustrations, and that's going to be based on what type of restaurant menu that you might want to do. So if we scroll down here a little bit more, there are some examples of students' restaurant menus in which they've placed these little illustrations, and you can see different ways that students have approached this project. Alright, so these are menu designs for Project 2. So again, menu designs for Project 2. And then Project 1, you'll be creating these little custom illustrations that will go inside of your menu design. So for the micro projects, let's go to micro project 1. The first thing you're going to be doing is just doing some research. Okay, so I provided you with a Pinterest board that you can click on and take a look at different types of menus, different sorts of restaurants, menu items, different illustration styles, that sort of a thing. So I highly recommend that you explore this and get familiar with restaurant menu design and how the illustrations on these menus are helping to reveal something about the content. So for example, so if you need to, I'm not going to log in right now, but I would recommend that you either log into Pinterest or you create an account so that you can see things a little bit easier. But actually, here we go. So here's the pizza, and notice how even if we didn't have the word pizza there, we have a little pizza slice, and we could go right to that and understand that, hey, there's going to be some pizza choices here. So that's the idea, is that you want your menu items to reveal something about the content, the written content, help the reader navigate, help the reader to understand what the content of the menu is. And also, these illustrations give your menu a little bit of a personality, or your restaurant concept, some sort of a personality. So I want you to, for micro project 1, I want you to do the initial research for projects 1 and 2. Study some menu designs, think about a type of restaurant, some sort of a theme. Is it going to be ethnic? Is it going to be a cafe or a breakfast place or juice bar? What is it going to be? Settle on something. Come up with some sort of a fictional name for your restaurant. So it shouldn't be a place like, if you're doing a pizza place, don't do Domino's or Papa John's or something like that. But if you do something like Papa's Pizzeria. Maybe there's a Papa's Pizzeria someplace, but don't do any sort of a recognizable brand. Make something up. Okay, so fictional name for your restaurant and some sort of a restaurant type. Choose from this list. Okay, stick to this list, please. And then then I'd like you to write a brief proposal with your basic information, your name, type of restaurant, your name, I mean, ideas for fictional restaurant names, list of items to be included on the menu, and these are all, this can change, obviously. This is just to get you thinking about things and to give me some idea of the direction that you're going. And then some references. So I'd like you to actually look at some menu designs that are inspiring you. You can Google, if you're doing a pizza place, Google, just Google, pizza menu or pizza restaurant menu, or refer to the some of the links that are available to you on that Pinterest board. And then you're going to go ahead and submit that proposal. I'd like you to put it in a Word document, but you can also use some sort of equivalent type word processing software is fine. All right. And then I want you to go ahead and, when you're finished with that, submit that to this assignment link. So you're going to upload your Word document where it says attach files, and then don't forget to hit submit. And for some reason mine's getting cut off on this screen. There we go. Okay, so hit the submit button.